Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about the basic medical information making a big difference in our lives. Kindly don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And my name is Rebecca Morangi, and this is the best place to be. In our channel, we have been talking about many things. Recently, we talked about cholesterol. Also, in the previous two videos, I remember we talked about high blood pressure and the benefits of exercise. So if you have not checked on the three videos, kindly go to my channel and get to know what we have been talking about. You may get something which can help you or help someone. Today we are going to look at one of the major glands in our body. Many times, many people go to hospital. They are given drugs. After a diagnosis has been made, they are given drugs. Some don't even understand why they have been given such drugs. And some, they do. Because they have to get explanation as to why they have been given some medications. And now, before we get to understand why we take capimazole and levothyroxine, let us look at the thyroid gland. Maybe before we get to understand why we take those two, though there are many drugs which we take to manage all the problem of the thyroid gland, but we are going to look at why do we take the two majorly at the end. Although we cannot conclude or exhaustively talk about the thyroid gland in one video, I will be breaking down this topic into small subtopics so that we get to understand why. So today we may not exhaust, but as time goes by, we are going to learn more about the thyroid gland. Maybe before we go on, what is it? What is the thyroid gland? Actually, the thyroid gland is a gland in the endocrine system which secretes or makes hormones and releases the hormones to the body system. The thyroid gland is one of the glands in the endocrine system. When I talk about the endocrine system, actually this is a network of glands in the body. You have major endocrine glands in the endocrine system. One, we have the hypothalamus. Another one is the pituitary gland. We have the thyroid gland itself, what we are going to talk about. And then we have the parathyroid gland. We have the pineal gland. We have the ovaries, testes, and even the pancreas. Now, from these major glands, we are going to look at the thyroid gland. Now, let us get the anatomy of the thyroid gland. Oh, where is it situated? Actually, the thyroid gland is a small butterfly-shaped gland located at the front of your neck. Each and every person has got the thyroid gland, and below your skin. A small butterfly shaped gland located in front of your neck and below your skin. And then, don't know whether you can see this rough sketch, though it's blocking the light. We have, this is a butterfly shaped. We have the right lobe. Those are the parts of the thyroid gland. We have the right lobe, the left lobe. We have what we call the isthmus. Actually, this is what connects the two lobes, the right and the left gland. And then it sits on the trachea. Actually, below here, you can see the trachea. It's a rough sketch. So it's a butterfly shaped. You can see the shape. It has two lobes, the right, the left, and then the connecting here. In the middle, it's connected with what we call the isthmus. And then down here to the neck, you can see the trachea. Maybe you can go and research more. You can get to see it clearly. So if you want to see where the thyroid is located, maybe at home, you can do an experiment. Get water. This is water here. Take a sip. And then you raise up your head like this. And then you swallow the water. When you swallow, you will see this something coming down and going up. That is what we call the thyroid gland. Let's try and see. Believe you have seen. It's moving up and coming down. This is you can even feel it actually. You can feel it by your hand. So you can do that experiment. You can even swallow saliva. When you swallow, you will see something going up, coming down. Going up, coming down. That is a simple experiment you can do at home. Now, after looking at the anatomy of the thyroid, what is the function of this thyroid? We have looked at the function, or the major function of the thyroid gland actually is to control what we call the body metabolism. Body metabolism, this is the breakdown of food into energy. I remember metabolism, we used to talk about catabolism, the breakdown. When you say catabolism, you're breaking down. And when you talk about anabolism, you want to build up. Now, metabolism is the breakdown of food into energy. And also it controls what we call growth. So the major function of the thyroid gland is to control the body metabolism, the breakdown of food to produce energy. Remember, your body needs energy to function. Even the body cells needs energy for them to function. So that is the major function of the thyroid gland. Now, after looking at the major function of the thyroid gland, let's see now the endocrine system. Actually, these glands, majorly what they produce is hormones. And hormones are like messengers. They are sent. A messenger is something which sends some signal or some message in the body. Now, the major hormones which are produced by the thyroid glands, there are majorly three. One is thyroxine, tetraiodothyronine, or what we call T4. T4, it's not produced as much in the body. Actually, it's produced in less amount. And then itself, it's not actually active in that form. It's transformed into T3 in a process called deiodination. So, thyronine, T4. Another hormone is T3, tetraiodothyronine. And the last one is calcitonin. Now, the three major hormones produced by the thyroid gland, for them to be manufactured, they need iodine. And maybe before we talk of iodine, the three hormones, T4, T3, and calcitonin. Calcitonin, actually, its major function is to regulate the amount of calcium in the body. When calcium is too high, calcitonin brings it down or lowers it down, because there is a required amount of calcium in the body. There is a range which is required, but when it's too high, it's not good for your health. So calcitonin is the hormone which regulates the amount of calcium. Now, for the three hormones to be produced, they need iodine. What is iodine? Actually, iodine, it's an element mostly found in food, commonly as in iodized salt. Many people take what we call iodized salt. This is the element, this is what is needed for the thyroid hormone to produce the three hormones. And also we can find actually it in water, salt water. So the iodine can be found in food, commonly as iodized salt, and also in water. What happens now when you take food rich in iodine? What happens now? The thyroid traps that iodine from food, and then it uses it to make the thyroid hormones. So what will happen to your health if you are not, or you don't have iodine in your body? Your body will not be able to manufacture the three hormones which are very important in ensuring that your thyroid is working effectively. So it's good to take foods rich in iodine to make our thyroid to be able to produce the three hormones we have talked about. Again, another point to remember is that too much iodine or too little iodine in the body also has an effect to our bodies. So we should take moderate amount of iodine, because if you take too much, it will have an effect. Too little, it will have an effect. This is where we come to the point where we talk about hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, goiter, and even autoimmune system. So if we are not taking good amount of iodine, we may find ourselves getting these conditions. Remember, I said some people don't understand why to take some medications. Talked about capimazole and levothyroxine. The two conditions I've mentioned, hyperthyroidism hypothyroidism, hypothyroidism. This is where these two medications come in. And remember, as I said, we may not exhaust everything today in this video. Maybe as we move on, we'll be able to look at each of them and get to connect them with these kind of medications. Again, how does the thyroid hormone affect other parts or other functions of the body? We have talked about metabolism, which is the breakdown of food to produce energy. Another effect is what we call your heart rate, how your heart beats. We shall talk much about that. Your breathing, digestion. Many people have got problems. Those who have the thyroid condition, they have an issue with digestion. Some suffer constipation. We shall look at that. The body temperature. And then brain development. We have what we call mental activity, skin and bone development, and fertility. And actually, infertility, if your thyroid is not working well, you may have what we call irregular periods, which will actually eventually lead to what we call infertility. And this condition actually, or the thyroid, the healthy problem actually about the thyroid, it mostly affects the ladies. But as time goes by, we'll get to know more about that. So as I said, today we were doing kind of an introduction. As time goes by, we'll learn more about the thyroid hormone. Thank you very much for watching my video. And if you have not subscribed, kindly hit the subscription button below. And also hit the notification bell so that you get to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. If you find something important in this video, kindly make use of it. And if you feel that there is somebody who needs this kind of information, kindly share the link below. And don't forget to give the video a like. Thank you so much. I like your company. See you in the next video. Bye bye.